Hey everyone, and welcome back to episode 4. Yeah, in this one, as we can see, if there's only you playing the game, which this time, I think it is me just playing this game, because none of my fellow friends are going to be here, I don't think. So we're going to put ourselves a feeder line in. So we can still stay over here, taking out this bench, and feed the plant from over here. So that is my aim. So let's get some stuff. And as we can see earlier, well, in the last episode, I got a hopper. I got a sluice box, I got that, I got a merge, I don't need all that. Let's start with this hopper. Need to be on this lower level, because we're working on top level. So let's get the hopper out. We've got snap build on. I'm going to change it to grid build. I'm going to rotate the hopper. And grid build will actually give me, let's have it right there. Grid build will give me the correct orientation to the plant, basically. And don't worry that we can't see what's going on down here to attach any belt with, and we certainly can't see our belts on the inside, and we can't put our motor in here. There's a trick. So we're going to come up here. This is the ledge that we're doing. So we're going to start. We're just going to take some dirt from there. And we're going to drop down into our little tank here. Oh, it's a hopper. We're going to open up. And we're going to take our dirt. And we're just going to bring it over into the hopper. This is where the magic happens. I'm going to hit consume. And if you look directly below here, you can see that there's dirt inside the hopper. When we're finished, there will be dirt in there, but of a different kind. So we're going to hit consume. Bang. You've seen that the dirt's changed colour. We got that sort of dirt in here, but the magic's on the outside. Look what it's done. It has dug it into the ground right where we wanted it and left us with enough room to put our attachments on. So if you guys didn't know that that's what you can do, then I am glad to be of service. Because if you were like me, constantly digging out to put these in and make them sort of like ground level, well, you think, my God, all that time I spent, and now I could do it in seconds. And it works the same in free build as well, only in free build you haven't got your orientation. So if you wanted to do that, then place it down in grid build. So you've dug out a little bit like this, then break it out, and then when you're in, say, free build, you can actually try and get it in the same area with free build to the level that you want it, place it, dig it out. And then that will make this even lower. So, yep, that's pretty damn good like that. I'm happy with it. In fact, I think there's only one little thing I've got to do, and that would be to dig out for the motor, because that's going to overhang just that little bit here. So we'll just take this down a little bit like that. That will do it just there. Not exactly straight, but then again, there's enough clearance there for a power unit. Now, if you're going to come straight off there with a belt, you'll have to dig all this lot out. But I'm going to come off there with a ramp. So let's bring our elevator up. Let's just get rid of this dirt. Put that in there. We don't need to consume that yet. So put this there. And as we can see, we're more or less level. And more or less in line with there. So we're going to get ourselves a left-hand turn. Factory, conveyor, left-hand. And then we're going to place it there. Even though this could have done with going down a touch more, I think we should just be okay at that. This is a temporary measure, because once we've finished on that shelf, we'll be coming on to this shelf, which means everything will get moved over to here. I know what you're thinking, why don't I build two? I could, but then what is the point? You may as well just take out your line back to here, and then you got a little bit more conveyor belts to play around with later on, and then take it across and in. Oh, hang on, what did I do there? And also leaving the ramp. You must leave that ramp that we put in earlier, because if you don't, and you do get more people coming in and playing a multiplayer game, then you just completely shut off your plant to different people coming in and working alongside you, because they've got no other way of tipping, because you just completely singleized the game. So that's why I'm aiming to go in where the motor is. So they could still tip. So got our left hand on there. Gonna need loads of this. So I would say let's get about 30 of them. We've got the money now. Got the money to buy 30. So we're just gonna, oh, we're still on grid build. So let's take grid build off. Actually, I've just gone and built that lot on grid build, didn't I? So let's replace this lot. We need snap build. There we go. Snap that in. Snap that in. Snap that in. Keep this going to the edge, which is there. And then we're going to go and get a ramp, a downward slope of 4x4 down. Yep. Let's have a look at that. In fact, by the looks of that, we need to go to a 4x4. No, we don't. We need to go to a 8x6 down. 8x6 down puts us down onto ground floor. Keep it on tracking along. One more should do us. And that it has. So we need to get ourselves a right-hand bend. In there. And I think it's an 8x4 up. No, 8x6 up. Brings it there. Yep, still plenty of room right there for the other guys to come in and drop in here. And we can drop straight in at the back edge as well. And that is one thing missing. Let's get these down here out of the way now. We don't need them. Do I need a down? I don't think I need a down anymore, so we'll just sell that. Right, and we need a chute. Boom, boom, done. Chute on there. She's going to drop straight in right there and fill her up. And that's it. That is all that needs to be done. I mean, fair enough, it's going through the side of the machine there, but, you know, I'm not going to bring it up back here and have all this lot in the air. Just so it clears that machine there. You know, because 8x2 would have been a bit shorter, and the 8x4 would have been. The difference between the 8x6 and the 8x4 is the 8x4 leans down that little bit extra. It's more of a gradual slope, not a steeper one like this. So, yeah. What would have been nice would have been if it made a slope this steep that only takes 3 segments. That would be nice. So, because if I wanted to do this, then I'd have to fetch this line out here one more. And even then, it's debatable if it was going to miss. Well, actually, it would have done. To bring it out one more, that would have missed. But there is no way we would have been able to put a right angle, well, a turn, straight where that hopper is, to come straight down here. That's the only way we would get that sort of clearance. The only way. Now what we need to do, we need to check, because I know there's a gap over here. There's a bit of a gap there. So if we tipped in, there's a good chance we're going to start filling that gap at the back. So that's the one thing we've got to be careful of when tipping in, is that gap. But other than that, that is absolute brilliant. Absolute brilliant. We could start taking out this corner up here. Excuse me. We could take this out and then start working backwards. Or we could work at the back there and then come all the way back down here. Depends on how you want to run your plants. Depends on what machinery you're using. If you're just using the front loader like I am at the moment, then this setup will do just as good. Or if you're using an excavator, then you got to make your hopper bin module. So putting it in the ground like this is not going to be the way for you, because you're going to need it on the same level as the hopper, as the excavator, and you're also going to need to make it so you haven't got the power unit here, and the power unit is attached to your actual plant, well, to the actual line. And in fact, I can show you how to do that now, because I've got one right here. A merge. Get your merge line out, and then you can merge it right there, so it comes up and goes down here. And what that's done now is it allows you to put your motor right here. So if you need to extend your hopper bins by any given, for any reason, then all you're having to do is just put another hopper bin right here and then bring it outwards. So you've always got that hopper bin where you need it. Because, and you don't have to keep moving your power unit either. Your power unit will be in situ and you don't have to move it. Yo, Maz! Good morning, good morning, good morning to you, sir. Yeah, I know what time it is for you, sir. I didn't think you would be up. Well, thank you very much for your contribution there, my friend. Thank you very much indeed. I just hope this comes out on console very quickly, mate, or you decide to go and buy a PC. Because I think you'd do well on this. Absolute. I think you'd have a fabulous time. So I'm going to put that in there, like I have just done, and I've just noticed that I'm going to have my power unit way too close to all the action over here. So I'm going to take this elbow out here, and I'm going to put my merge unit in there. All right, my son, you take it easy now, yeah? So, and if I... Is this using its full potential of power? It's using 2,263 out of 3,600. I might just get away with not actually having to buy another power unit. But no, I've got to buy a power unit, but a power source. So we'll just go straight into power. Let's get ourselves a... Oh, wait a second. Gonna need one of these. So it needs one cable going from the pylon to the pylon. A cable going from the pylon to the motor. We get this 10 times speed motor. I'm going to put the pylon there. I'm going to put the motor here. So look what we need for the motor. 1,000. Oh. Right. 1,029. Oh. That's a conveyor belt. We're just gonna do it. That is only just gonna power everything from here. There we go. That is it. Should see some pay dirt coming down now. Well, actually, it's normal dirt, not pay dirt. It's gonna hit there, it's gonna go up there, and it's gonna go and feed us. Going up, that's it. Job's a good one. Job is a good one. We have a workable plant, fair enough. It is not as big as it can be. Oh, that will come later, trust me. I will have a massive plant on this save game soon enough. For that, I'm probably going to need to have a crew of people playing. So if you want to join in at any point, you want to join in and get into the multiplayer on here and help us out, then go into my Discord and drop me a line. It's going to be 18 only, so if you're not 18, I do apologize. Well, 18 plus. So if you're not, I do apologize, but that is how it's going to be from now on. 18 plus only. I'm coming over here to this, and I'm going to just take this and empty it. So, yep. If you're wanting to join it, damn, I didn't like that. If you want to join into the multiplayer game, then by all means, I'm always open for people to join, as long as you are 18 plus. This is non-negotiable. So if you want to come in and have a go, come in and have a go. You're going to come in and ask some questions, perhaps learn certain things you didn't know about before, then obviously I can help you out there. Let's have a look. Because I modified this earlier, we should be nice and level at the top here now. Yes, look at that. No more struggling. That's gone in. That is not upsetting that pipe at all. And that's very good. That's very, very good, that is. I can leave this here now. It's not going to fill up. So anybody who wants to come in and join, they know where to find the rock truck. and it's out of my way. But all this area here, down, I took out using that. That's what I did. So it can be done. And it's a lot of fun doing it. Going on to the driver focused. Just so we can see where our... Whoa, whoa. Right. Bring our arm down. You see it better this side. Here we go. Let's go in. And then we can start loading up. There. Where did I just tip that? Where did I tip that load? Nothing's been moved. Did he go down the line already? He went down the line already. God, that was quick. My God, that was quick. There it goes. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's empty. Took its time on that one. No, 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 no. Hey, I'm definitely going to go over there soon enough. I told you that. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be that soon, though. Okay, emergency ramp. Time to use the emergency ramp. No, I didn't do it. Where? So, lift that up. Come on, I've built it. There you go. Alright. Let's try this dance again from a different angle. But that was a bit of hard work. No, get up. What a mess. No. Too late, I'd already emptied the whole lot down there. Right, so clear that little section out right there. That's it, that's good. We're not over that properly. There we go. I think you're dragging up. Should be dragging anything up, you're full. That noise you keep hearing, chat, is my steering wheel knob. Keep hitting it. I'm not using the knob, I'm just using the wheel itself. and I keep hitting the knob. Maybe I should use it just to keep it quiet. I mean, once I've cleared all this lot out, that's going to be such a great place to bring in another section of plant. So if I needed to bring that plant a lot more wider out than it is, or have so many plants on here, all running off of like maybe one feeder line, so everyone's dumping in, whoa, dumping on the feeder line and not into the plant. That would make life very, very interesting. Very interesting indeed. You can have 6 lines, 7 lines, 8 lines, 9 lines, depends on how many lines you want. All done exactly the same way as I've done this plant, and all running off just the one feeder. But I can show you all how to do the feeder line. Well, I did the basic feeder line, but if you're having more than one line, then you're going to need to have more than one sort of thing, more than one main feeder line. So I mean, this is just feeding the one plant at the moment. If you've got multiple plants, you're going to need multiple feeder lines. Nice to see the money is constantly going up now. Not having to wait for a rock truck driver to get back to load him up and let him go. I'm actually getting enough into this hopper that does 6 rock trucks at the moment, because it's constantly going. Okay, 6 might be a slight exaggeration. But I'm doing about the same as 2 rock trucks at the moment, because I'm constantly moving. Because it's constantly moving, the money's constantly going up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, it's done it again. Let's go to the bottom. Now I'm going to need to go to the other side of that tree, not that side. There we go. Silly me. Why would I move away from this edge? It's doing my head in. Could have been worse. That could have been a full load that went over with me. Welcome, viewers, welcome. Dirty Road! How you doing, me old fella? How you doing, me old friend? As you can see, I am back streaming, my friend. This time I'm streaming a game I truly like to play. Yes, mate, all is very well indeed. But I'm still living up to my expectation. I'm still falling off the edge of the belt, at the edge of the cliffs. Doesn't change nothing. I didn't think of that when I put the hopper bin as close as I did. Yeah, I just made Farman Dandy redundant. I just gone and put this feeder line in, going down to the main plant, so his rock truck's parked up now. Certainly doesn't take long to shift some dirt, this doesn't. Doing it this way. Oh, I just took that tree out. Thank you very much there, sir. Thank you very much. It's good to be streaming again. But I am actually thinking of moving platforms, my friend. I don't know what you think about that. I'm thinking about moving from YouTube to Twitch. Oh, come on. That's because it was stuck. That wasn't. That was just my bad driving. Should have gone that way out the first place. First time. Ooh, a little bit over the side. Better. That looks good. Alright, my friend, thank you for stopping by. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Have a good one, my friend, have a good one. Digging down, and I shouldn't be. Let's just level this back off, shall we? Running on a slope there. Whoa! Yeah, a bit too much that, and again, because I'm running in the holes I've just dug. Like an idiot. I'm gonna have to get out and pat that lot down now. Just bring it up a bit level. Oh, you stay there. Get that out of there. Yeah, looks a bit better. Not a lot I could do about this little bit of a dip. Bring that up a little bit. This up a bit. And that is the side wall anyway, so that don't really matter. That's it. That's a good one. Right, let's jump in there. Let's have a bit of a break time. Turn the engine off. Well, that didn't take long to move that edge. Not long at all. So, keep plodding down there, taking that banking out. Then move it along, take the bottom out. Well, the shelf I'm stood on now. Which could be a bit of a problem when I get a bit further down. Because I'd already taken the bottom shelf out. Not thinking. But still, it'll only be a minor setback until such times as we can get hold of a bagger. Because a bagger will open all that shelf up at the back there. All of it. Put it right back. As far back as we need to go with it anyway. And then we can look for another area to desecrate. Because we'll have an area for our plant to be built. And using the sell point that they've put on, because then that saves us money, we don't have to buy a sell point. Everything can run straight into that. As you can see, we've got a plant in there, and it's a very small plant, but a large plant at the same time. That plant is running everything anybody could ever need to run down a plant. So I'm digging out all this. Well, not all of this that you can see, not all of that. Digging out all of this. Taking it back. Take it back probably to where the greenery starts at the back there. Take it all out level, all the way across. That will be a massive plant. Let me jump out and show. Oh, no, get wrong button. That's it. So check it out. Ooh. Yeah, check it all out. All the way back to about here. So all that ridge will come out level all the way back to here. That's my thinking. And then that would be a nice flat area-ish, flattish area. I can see that runs up on a slope. To have a real good space for a plant. A whole good of a space for a plant. That's quite a large area to even try and fill. And we being absolute level right to the very edge here. So over here, I would say leaving it where it is, coming across, take all this out, make it all level. Sorry, there goes the oil plant. Bring it all out. Leave this here, because that'll give us something to do later. Take it all the way up here. All the way up. Obviously, right now, I've gone a little bit too far from where the original cut-off point would be, which is somewhere here. There you go. Right, so that's our cut-off point here. So if I just run this way, quite in a few trees. Would say right where that hill is. So right where this mound is here, just straight away down. That'll open all that area up. Quite a big area, that. But once we get the baggers on the go, I'll tell you now, this area will be flattened. Absolute flattened. And then we'll start making a downward spiral. No, might be a spiral. Who knows? Oh, we need this level. Downward spiral. And get into the other plant. Ready to rumble. Right now, I'll just have a 5-minute break time. What size motor did I put on the plant? I can't remember. I think it's a 1x. I think it's a 1x motor, which is good for single player use. It might give you enough time to build up some stuff in the hopper to keep the plant running. It is a 1x. So, but as you can see, it's empty already. But is not a oh. It's not a grave problem, that being empty. There we go. Nobody knows I made a mistake. Oh, wait. I'm live. Everybody knows. Oh, well. Stand in the bucket. Yeah, why not? We can enter the vehicle from there. So, yeah. That's where we're going to go backwards to. Eventually. So, gonna be needing some pretty big equipment very shortly. And what I'm gonna do next time I come in live is where it says the King of the Klondike at the top right. I'm gonna alter that, and I am going to make it a brand new company. Running on the same saved game. So that will give me exactly what somebody that is brand new to the game, exactly the same sort of equipment that they can use. So up to now, every bit of equipment I have put down on here, such as the front loader, such as the rock truck, they are all available from the word go. All the other ones that I have got will not. You have to work up to them. So it's alright me showing people what they can do if I'm using something that they can't use at this point in their gameplay. It's just not right. So that's why I've gone with the same sort of equipment that people are using. And like I say, I'm going to make a new company and put that new company in play. So I will be down to 0 again. Or should I say, my XP would be at 1 like everybody else. And I've got to build my XP up again in this gameplay. So, and then that way, you guys won't see me having vehicles like this available to get, because I wouldn't be on that level. These will all be shaded out with what requirements you need for XP in order to get them. Same for all these rock trucks down here. I can use these now, but you won't be able to use most of these when you're at 0 or level 1. So it's not fair me running a company where you can get all this lot from the get-go. So I'm going to change it to a new company the next time I come in. Need to remember that. Need to make a note of that. Back onto factory. There we go. Out of there. Let's get into this vehicle. Let's do some more work. And rescue it from this incline. There we go. Oh, excuse me. Just sneezed. That'll do. Most of this is going to be just normal dirt. but still need it. Still makes money. No, you don't. No, you don't. Thank you very much. Now, let's go back. We've missed all that. We started riding up on a slope because I'm too high. Although, there. Still going up on a slope. Never mind. Ain't doing now, is it? I don't have to get it exact on this level. It's not like it's going to stay here at this level. It's going down. But it's always a good thing to do is no matter where you're going to be digging, always try and get it so you can get your front loader to actually give you a level surface. So I find it's always best to like lower it down, keep an eye on the bucket, bring it up, tilt it down a little touch, then drive in. That gives you like a similar to a level surface. Oh. But when you've tipped, always make sure you lift your bucket up. And then sometimes you will get used to it that much, be able to just go in, lower the bucket down, and you're in straight away on a level surface. But you need to just practice getting the level surface to start with. I'm not that great at it, because I can see that it's started to slope a little bit on the old downward side there. And yeah, I lost a little bit of steering there, so it was just a little bit too far forward. Yo, Eric, it's getting a regular thing this, my friend. How you doing? Morning to you as well, sir. Morning to you as well. So when are you going to get this game, Eric? But nice to have a multiplayer game with you doing this, sir. You don't know. I think he's better than Farm Sim, but then others might say differently. I found out the other day that Blue Zack plays this game. He's just got hold of it. Gone a bit crazy in this corner now. It's not so level anymore. Stay. Come on. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. Nope, nope, we missed. We got our bucket set a bit too high. Oops. Silly me. And this is where there's a very good chance of getting yourself nice and level. Good practice. And there she is. Nice level again. I always have a spot for my front tyres and I missed it that time. Trying to bring that level back up again. Okay, there. Knew that'd come up for long. Just knew it. coal here. Oh, there's some coal. Far into, I think. Almost level with that at the back. It's pretty dang good. Must be in level. That. Yeah, good as. Don't think I need to go. Ah, good. Keep it coming back. Till I push through this edge here. But then I gotta think. I'm gonna do that. Where's the bottom ledge gonna stop? I mean, this to me is the bottom ledge. So it looks like it's gonna stop. So I could dig all this out, make it level, and then when I drop down to this level, do the same with that. So we're taking out all this embankment at the top here as well, down to the bottom floor. Or as low as it goes, basically. That looks roughly round about a bucket or a bit, and this is over a bucket and a bit. So I could just drag all this lot out. I mean, look at it. You know, I've only had to get out and just straighten it out a little bit. But yeah, you can see that it's not too bad. Not too bad for straightness. Could have done with being just a little bit out here, but no, I think that's okay. As long as everything else comes along the same level, that should be pretty much good. No big dips like my friend did. And I had the nerve to say it was me. Ah, dearie me. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. A white lemonade. Ah, what's this? Gonna have a cigarette and then I'm gonna start again. From that, I know you're just looking at a character. Whoa! It looks like he's gonna mug somebody with that, doesn't he? Whoa! To say that belt over there is on 1 time speed, it's certainly keeping up with a 10 time speed belt. Hmm. Oh, look, getting close to this stuff. Getting close to that. That is good news. Be hitting that soon. And then the rest of the plant will start springing into life because we're digging that out. And obviously to take this, it's going to be a mean feat within itself. So I might just scrape it along the level here. Because then when I get to the level where I can have a bagger, I'll have a bagger underway, and we'll just take the rest of this shelf out up here with the bagger. And then that will cut through. But like I said before, people, I am open for multiplayer, and I will turn this into a multiplayer map. So if anybody is wanting to jump on board and have a game, come in and help me out and do some work on the plant and drive some vehicles, drive a loader, anything you want to do. Just drop me a line in my Discord. But you do have to be 18 and over. I will not move on that. You have to be 18 or over to be accepted to come in and play the game. I'm just looking to see what else there is to do, because this is going to take a while. But we will, at some point, get down to blasted rock. And then that would be a frother coming into play, separating all the minerals and stuff like that and all the ores out of it. And then it'll be putting it back down the line for processing. So let's go and jump. Jump it is. Into the vehicle. Let's take it out of drive, put it in reverse before we end up going somewhere. Let's lift that up before we end up making a mess everywhere. Let's take this bank out here. Doing a bit more. There we go. Nice load. I need to take a look at what keeps sticking on my controller. Some that's there, some that sticks. I have to put a bit of grease in there just to let it function as it should, string back into the neutral position, because right now it's stuck the other way, and sometimes it'll stick going the other way as well. I have to scrape that bump out. Quite annoying, it being there. And I took a bit more than just the bump, but it has levelled it. That's ready to be flattened with the hammer. Or I could just simply flatten it this way. Not too much in. Thank you. There was too much in, wasn't it? And a catch of that. Right, let's leave this here. Let's get a bit of flattening underway. Try and bring this up. All this down. Either way is good for me. You know what? Let's go get some fuel, shall we? Should have lifted that bucket up first. Whoa, no, don't tip it over. Jesus, what am I doing today? There we go. Max fuel. Let's lift that bucket completely up. Just while we get back up there. There we go. Down to the floor, lift it up a little touch. Bring your bucket down and we should go in nice and level. I believe a bigger bucket would do really, really, really well on this, but can't you guys can't have one, so that means I can't have one. Get off the hill. Hmm. Don't like the fact that that's going on a slope there. And I've gone and dug down a little bit deeper than I should. Story of my life. Get rid of this little bit here. That was annoying as well. And bring this back up. That's pretty dang good. It just wobbles a little bit. But all this is straight. It's this that's all on a camber. I mean, I could continue coming in here because I'm nice and straight, and then get this camber going that way. So it takes that camber out level this way. Because at the moment, I don't have enough clearance from this edge to come down and then take it out this way. So you're gonna have to stay like that for now. I mean, look at this. Have I gone down that much? Crikey. Crikey Moses. Oh, a bit too close to that edge to turn in. Ooh. Right, so that's that corner widened. Whoa, I've gone off the edge again. It's a good job it's not a tall edge. Whoops, whoops. I did it again. Oh, come on. Why does that look like that's going downhill? It is. I must have been on a slope, not a straight. Hmm. I am on a slope, not a straight. And that's just concluded it. Alter it to go along with the slope I'm on. And then bring it in. I'm going down. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Thought I was going to miss that. Hmm. Whoops-a-daisy. I hope that can reach that banking, otherwise I dug down way too deep. And it can't reach the top of that ledge anymore. Oh no, we can reach it. That's good. Just can't go down any deeper than I am now, because if I do, I ain't going to reach the top of this ledge. So I might have to abandon this corner. Try and come in straight and level off the top levelness. Swing this round a bit more this way. That's riding up. Better. Get around that bend. Not gonna do it. Let's go backwards and tip in. Let's see if we're gonna get it. Yeah, we're gonna get it. So, like I've said repeatedly already, if any of you guys want to come in and join in and have a bit of fun, going to be 18 and over, and drop me a line in my Discord. And I will give you the details to come and join in. My God, look at that. You can see how far I've gone down just by keeping all this top level. So if you do want to join in and you're quite the expert in using a front loader, then by all means you can have this job. I don't like it, but I'm doing it because I need to. But you can drive anything or do anything you want to do. You want to go out prospecting, you can do that. You want to just look after the plant and make sure that it can run absolutely pristine, you can do that as well. You just have to be 18 and all or over. And if you're quite the whiz as well with the dozer, oh yeah, I need a dozer driver. Definitely need a dozer driver. Okay, I need to clear out that other side now. So it's more or less interfering now. Because I'm not going to get in here as straight as I would like, so let's take this out. Whoa, I didn't realise I was down to that already. I knew I'd get there soon, but I didn't think it'd be that soon. That's the rest of the plant in operation. And that was quite the lucky thing as well. I almost went over the edge backwards, which wouldn't have been good with a payload like this on. see the different colour in the pay dirt in my bucket? That's full of ore, that is. Whoa. No. I'm over the edge. And saved everything. See if I can't tip this straight in here. There we go. Oops, I'm on the wrong side of this to be doing this, but here we go. Wow. Get on there. No, we didn't turn it just right. We turned it off. There we go. Let's go up here. And we're back on our ledge again. That is... Where am I going? Now I've overshot where I need to be. Better. Certainly glad that was just a normal amount of pay dirt and not this special stuff. That would have been very annoying indeed. Oh, when I tipped it over, I tipped it too far to come out this side as well. Not good, not good, not good. Oh, what can I do about that? Clean it up. Don't need to. Don't need to clean that up. Because once this top ledge is done, I'll be moving down to that ledge, so it gets cleaned up anyway. Oh, ho, ho, ho. No, 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 no. Come on. Yikes. It's better. It's so much better. Get in there and I can put across to the back now. Oh, low fuel. Yes, we'll have to go get some of that. How? Let's go backwards. There we go. We're down. Let's go get some fuel. I'm guessing maybe. Oh, that's how I got that fuel. Well, I may better see how this plant's doing. Stone and silicon in there. We're going to have to put these straight back down. Main line. Because we do need them to come down this line over here, which it's going down now. So that won't have you done anything just yet, because, well, I've not hit any stone or rock or anything like that, so that will not have been working at all. Hi everyone, I'm going to call it here, and there could be another stream from me a bit later on today, so you'll have to keep an eye out for that. Hopefully I should have a couple of more people in here to help run this place. Like I said, if you're interested and you managed to get to the end of this this live stream or video that you will be watching, well, this rerun, don't forget, I probably said it enough times already throughout, if you want to join in, you got to be 18 or over, and drop me a message in my Discord, and I will by all means, I will send you the information to come and join me in the game. So until then, keep calm and carry on digging, and I will see you